You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
What are you, nuts? 85% of the people do not know how to get out of the market. They lose money because they don't know when to get out. I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I solved that with my Pro 2 color-coded chart. It tells you when to get out. It tells you when to get in, tells you what to add, not to add. Specifically, when do I get out? It tells you that. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Get your 10-day free trial of my Pro 2 color-coded chart and a membership. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. You know, I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
What are you, nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, what, 60%? Gasoline, 55%. I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
These are volatile times in the stock market.
Market's up 200, then it's up 800, it's up 700.
How do you get the facts when investing?
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. If you're confused about the stock market, get unconfused. Go to my site, philsgang.com, and listen to my radio show every weekday at 3 Eastern. What is the market going to do? We know exactly what the market's going to do.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
There's no need for you to be losing money.
Check it out, philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. You know, over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. You know, I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
If you look at the data right here, right now, even in the US, it is surprisingly strong.
Lie detector test determined that was a lie.
I mean, the economy is really struggling, and that was sort of on purpose.
So which is it? Struggling? Not struggling? Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, fiscalgang.com. It's unbelievable. You can't look to Wall Street for any guidance. You can't look to Congress for any guidance. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, just bold-faced lies. To turn around and say something like it's the data, what data is he looking at? I'll give you some data from March. This is just March, the headwinds. March mortgage applications are negative. March manufacturing, new orders, negative. March Philly Fed. March Dallas Fed, all negative. March trade deficits, negative. And that's a big one. And most people don't talk about the trade deficit because they don't want to talk about it, because that's a very dangerous thing, the trade deficit. March durable goods, negative. March existing home sales, negative. The only one little bright spot was March new builder homes was up about 1% positive. And here's why. And that's going to stop very quickly. As interest rates keep climbing, people tend to get in there and start buying houses, especially new homes. They chase the builders because they want to get into homes before interest rates go higher. You watch next quarter, you'll see it's negative. Manufacturing's at a 14-year low. Productivity is the biggest drop since 1947. And these trade deficits is what creates us losing 23 manufacturing facilities each day. They shut down. That's all from trade deficits. That's right, trade deficits. It's unbelievable. March job cuts year over year, 319%, up 319%. Mortgage lenders, their profits dropped from 98% year over year to 32%. Unbelievable. And trade deficits hit a record $1 trillion. And what do we get for that? 23 manufacturing facilities shutting down each day. This is insane. They just won't tell us the truth. Earnings season. Oh, now we got in the new earnings season. Now we're going to start with tech stocks. Tech stocks. Why would we be so lucky that they wouldn't manipulate the tech stocks like they manipulated the bank stocks? This is the crucial week right here. Tech stocks. You don't think they're going to manipulate them? Of course they're going to manipulate them. Earnings season has become so manipulated. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Unbelievable. And all you hear through the whole earnings season, they beat earnings. They beat their estimates. They beat their estimates. Some by just 1 penny. People have no idea that's rigged. Chief financial officers intentionally set earnings low. They spoon feed the low earnings to the analyst that follows their company. And they're happy to oblige them. So when the earnings come out, wow, what a surprise. And the fake Business News Network breaks out the band and boos. Wow, look at this. Wow, you notice that? They beat their earnings. But nobody says they beat their own earnings. Are you kidding me? Are you nuts? 3 items you look for when you're in earnings season. You can't trust earnings season, especially the banks, for God's sakes. 1, here's what I look at. Margins. I want to know what the margins are of a company. Okay? And all that means is that if you're selling a hat for $20, a hat company, sell it for $20, I want to know what their expenses are. And when you deduct those expenses, that what left is a margin. Does that margin meet industry standard? Is that margin of that particular company in that industry the leader? That's all I want to know. Another more important one, this is where it comes in with our Pro 2 color-coded chart, free cash flow. This is very important, free cash flow. Now, that's what is left after a business pays its day-to-day operating expenses. You know, mortgage, if the building has a mortgage or facility has a mortgage or rent, taxes, cost of inventory, payroll, all that stuff. But you exclude depreciation. That's free cash flow. See, free cash flow, that's how you find profitability. That's if you really look at profitability. That's a key measure of profitability is free cash flow. Now you take the Pro 2 color-coded chart. When you're trading the company, you watch the color-coded chart. It will tell you if money is going in by the institutions or the institutions pulling money out. It never lies to you. Just like when you look at the yields never lie to you. Yields go down, the interpretation of the economy going forward sucks. Yield goes up, the interpretation of the economy going forward is good. But that is also manipulated. So the best thing to follow is on your chart, okay, and we have the chart. If you want to take a look, you can use it for 10 days free. It's the color-coded chart. Tells you if money's going in or money's not going in, or they're taking money out. Now, finally, the third thing I look at is what is the monetary policy? What's the central bank monetary policy? Because remember, the market's forward-looking. I don't care about these manipulated numbers that are coming out tomorrow when they start reporting. I could care less. I want to know, what are they saying about the future? What's the policy of the central bank? Are they going to keep raising rates? Are they going to keep raising rates or not? That's what I want to know. Because if I'm investing into a business, a company, publicly traded company, that's going to tell me a lot. What the monetary policy is going to affect me as an investor, because then I know whether to sell short a company or to buy its stock long. Remember, in the businesses, in these companies, they make their decisions based on the monetary policy. So monetary policy, free cash flow, margins, and if you look at those three, that's where you will get a real good idea of what's really going on. Earnings season, it's criminal. It's gotten so bad, especially the banks. Manipulation is terrible. I'll give you a manipulation. It's not like manipulation hasn't been around for a long time. It's been around for a long time. In fact, I'll tell you a funny story. Home Depot. Companies like Home Depot or Lowe's or any of those big box stores, people die to get their stuff in those stores to get shelf space. And they'll make any deal. So what these companies do, like I'll take Home Depot. Home Depot made a deal that at any time they can call and say, look, I got damaged light bulbs. I got $1.5 million worth of damaged light bulbs. I want a credit. And in the contract, they don't have any right to come and check and see if they were damaged or not. And they'll sign a contract like this because they want to get on the shelf of Home Depot. Same thing with Lowe's. That's how it works. I mean, it's amazing. So one of the tricks, which I'll talk about when I get back, is inventory. Phil's gang, join, please, today.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners or shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners or shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth, you get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Want the truth when investing in the stock market? Here's how.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. Listen to my radio show every day because that's where you're going to get the truth. You're not going to get the truth listening to these dopes on Fake Business News Network. The other day, Kramer said, don't listen to the banks. They're giving you wrong information. When he told you to buy Merrill Lynch, remember? And what happened? They went broke.
Get the truth at philsgang.com.
Join my gang, philsgang.com. Get the truth. And also listen to me on my podcast on YouTube and Rumble. That's philsgang.com.
Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back. You know, it's amazing the line that goes on with the Fake Business News Network. Catch this.
I really think that corporate America does have a fabulous balance sheet.
Yeah. Imagine saying something like that. That's a bull-faced lie. Real estate. People are starting to sell their home for losses. Okay, Credit Suisse just lost $68 billion. Credit Suisse, $68 billion in assets the last quarter. And the outflows still continue. Pandemic. The hunger level is coming back. The food banks are almost as bad as they were during the pandemic. That's how bad it's getting. This is crazy. Destruction of capital. So, I mean, it's a mess. And these people sit up there and try to tell us everything's wonderful, everything's great. Well, are they nuts? This is just unbelievable. I'll give you proof of a bad economy. The government's annual income is $3.3 trillion. After expense, the government has a net loss of $1.2 trillion. They have a checking account with brackets. Every 24 hours, because they're spending so much money, they're borrowing $3.8 billion every 24 hours. And the net worth of this country as a corporation, if it was like a corporation, is negative $20 trillion with an annual net income brackets minus $3.3 trillion, and everything's just fine. Everything's just fine. Really? How can they say that? Manufacturing's at a 14-year low. Productivity, biggest drop since 1947. We have no productivity. I mean, I could go on and on. They'll just bore you. They're just lying is what it is. So let's go back to earnings. So that's why they're manipulating earnings. They're trying to manipulate them. So that's why I gave you 3 reasons. The 3 items I look at. If you follow those, you'll be just fine. And if you join my gang and let us help you, let us guide you, understand, once you understand how earning, give me a break, understand how the yields, bond yields work, what a difference it makes in your investing. What a difference. And then you combine the yields and follow the actual money flow as money going into your stock or coming out of your stock, and you follow that with my Pro 2. And you can use this for 10 days free, so you see it's not a scam. It really, really works. We have thousands and thousands of people who use this all over the country, some outside the country. It works. You got 10 days to see if it does or it doesn't, and you'll be pleased it works. So the manipulation has gotten out of control because things are so bad, they won't tell the truth. I love what they do. It's unbelievable. I told you about the story with Home Depot and the GE light bulbs. Did I tell them about that story? I think I did. I mean, imagine. So at the end of each month, when they first started with Home Depot, if Home Depot needed to make a profit, they would get a refund on all their light bulbs. But they did that with other vendors too. It wasn't just light bulbs. And then you got all this all this hidden stuff. In other words, if they're having a bad quarter, they'll remove a bunch of current quarterly expenses. Let's say they're having a bad quarter. They need some money to get to a profit. They'll take their expenses for this quarter and kick the expense can down the quarterly road. This is the truth. I couldn't believe it. I brought 2 companies public, and I couldn't believe it when I went public, and I found out the accounting crap they were doing. Unbelievable. And the accounting firms worked with the companies because they wanted the business. Sales should be identified when the sale is transferred and money exchanges hands. To get those good earnings, know what they do? Let's say a company is building 20 jet engines. Right? Let's say an airline needs 20 new jet engines. They contract with a jet engine company, 20 over 5 years. They sign the contract. No money's changed hands. But now all of a sudden they're in a quarter, things are looking bad. They need to get $1 million to their bottom line. So what they'll do is they'll take that contract that accounts for 5 engines, okay, over five engines for 4 years, and they'll count one of the 5 engines as a closed deal when it's not, to boost their earnings. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And payables. Companies, to boost their quarter, will delay recognition of their payables. If a company's got $2 million in payables, they won't pay them. They don't recognize them until the next day after the quarter ends. Banks are the worst. I won't even get into the banks. They're the worst. But what's really robbing you and robbing me is trade deficits. But Congress doesn't want to talk about those. Historic trade deficits, that's a major contribution to our pain that we're feeling right now. It's the major contribution to debt and deficits. And the debt and deficits destroy us. It slows the economy, kills jobs. They're incredibly destructive. The trade deficit, like I said earlier, is responsible for 23 of our manufacturing plants to close each day due to that trade deficit. It's unbelievable. And the Congress always used the fake narrative, and Fake Business News Network used the fake narrative about trade deficits. Oh, they don't matter. No, they don't matter. Why do they say that? Why do they play it down? It doesn't matter when it does. What are they protecting? Well, I'll tell you exactly what these criminals are protecting when I get back from this break. Hey, join my gang, philsgang.com. It's free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. When the stock market is volatile, how do you invest intelligently?
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. There's no need for you to be panicking in a market that goes up 800 points one day, 700 points, then it goes down again. All you need is good advice, need good direction. You don't get that from your CNBC and the Fox Business and all these crazy shows. You don't. Here's what you get from them. Thank you, Jim Cramer. But this is something this really bugs me. Listen to this.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What? Their responsibility is to their partners and shareholders and not to you? Check my site out, philsgang.com.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need the experience of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com.
What a difference it makes in your financial life. philsgang.com. It works. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy the stock. Then you have two people on the show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right, follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com.
Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join my gang. Go to philsgang.com. Click where it says Get Started. And we'll guide you through this. And you'll have the color-coded chart. You can use that for 10 days. And you'll learn how to interpret the bond market. It's really simple. It's just, you just have to follow a line, a simple line on the chart. Okay? I mean, if yields are going down, then you're going to have your tech stocks go up. You're going to have commodities like gold's going to go up. You're going to have, you get some good things going. But when yields start going up, if the banks can't follow yields going up, then we're in deep trouble. And the banks earning, they're also how great the bank earnings were. No, they weren't. They manipulated all the bank earnings. Are you kidding me? They're all manipulated. They sucked. Terrible. Terrible. Remember, all this money they put into this market for 13 years, this influx of money, this money supply, that has created massive inflation. And they're trying to pull that money back out by telling the banks, to close that, to make sure they don't take the reserve money anymore and put it out there for loans. Hold on to the reserve money. Keep that reserve money. And that increases interest rates. So what they're fighting now is getting things worse because interest rates are going up because the Federal Reserve is telling their 11 members bank, make sure all that money, let's say a bank had $20 million in cash in reserves. They told the banks, we need to increase your money supply. Get those loans out there. Remember in 2020? Remember when they dropped interest rates for a mortgage, down 2.2%, 2.4%? What are they today, Willie? You check and see for me. So they flooded, the economy with this cheap money by telling their banks, empty their reserves, put that money out there. God, and then you had all that QE and that stimulus money, that free money for 13 years from 2008 to 2022. So now the 30-year fix is 6.6. Thank you. 30 is 6.6. In 2020 was what? I think the mortgage rate was 2.6. Can you imagine? So the reason when they tell you when Kramer came out last week said, oh, listen to this. This is what he said last week, Kramer, about the builders. God, this guy's so stupid here.
If we were really heading to recession, would the largest home builder in America be within a few blocks of its all-time high?
Yes, Jim, yes. I told my members, the last time we had a crash, I said, watch the builders. They're the last ones that crash. They're the last ones that crash. Here's why. Because when they tell the banks, shut your reserves down, bring those reserves back in, don't lend money, interest rates go up from 0 to where we are now, 5%. Mortgage rates go up. So people run like hell to get a mortgage before these rates. What'd you give me for rate? 6.6? They want to make sure they get a house down before the rates go to 7.6, 8.6. That's the way it always is. What the hell's wrong with him? That's what he should be telling you, the truth. No, he's got to make it look like the economy's turning around. People are buying homes. No, they're not. Here, I just did some research. Where's my thing here, if I can find it? I mean, mortgages here. Mortgage applications are negative. Negative. They're down big time. So, and also remember the home building numbers we got, they're in the rear view mirror. You got to look going forward. But what's really killing us are trade deficits. They don't want to talk about it because trade deficits are brutal. It contributes to our debt and deficits. That's what's killing our economy. Trade deficits are incredibly destructive. Because of trade deficits, we have manufacturing plants closing every day, 23 a day, due to trade deficits. And they're downplaying the trade deficit. That's why they don't want to talk about them. They downplay them. They say, oh, don't worry about that. They don't matter. They matter a lot. You know why they play them down? Congress especially plays them down. Because remember what Congress is about, spending going wild. They never want to cut anything. They want to keep spending. And remember, outsourcing. Congress is for outsourcing jobs. Outsourcing jobs. So the more we outsource, the bigger our trade deficit. Bigger our trade deficits. They're not going to cut. They're not going to cut spending. And they don't want to, and you think they're going to say, well, let's stop the trade deficits. What are you, nuts? They want to see the trade deficits even get bigger. Remember what they do with these trade deficits. Why they get bigger? They'll take you're getting $62,000 working at a manufacturing company. You're replaced. Your job is gone. It goes overseas. Now you take a $32,000 job here. You take a service job. You work at Motel 8 at the desk at midnight. or you're a bartender or waitress or for $32,000. Trade deficits cause that. They could fix trade deficits in a heartbeat, but they don't want to. Congress wants trade deficits because they want to keep outsourcing. They want to keep outsourcing. One of the reasons why they want to keep outsourcing, they want to make sure unions never come back. What do you think would happen with 401ks? One of the biggest things why they started to ship people overseas and do outsourcing, they busted the unions and they busted 401ks. I mean, they busted the pension fund and they gave you this crappy 401k. They took what they called a 401k tax code. A 401k tax code. It was a tax code. It was for wealthy CEOs so they could shelter their goodies. If the company gave them a membership, say a golf club's $80,000 a year, private membership, the company pays for it. They put it in a 401k. That's what 401ks were developed for, to shelter CEOs' goodies and bonuses. They had to pay tax on them. So when they destroyed our manufacturing and sent everything overseas, they said, all right, let's take the 401k tax code, and why don't we just shove into the tax code mutual funds? Mutual fund industry was a tiny industry. It was a tiny little industry. Nobody even knew what they were. They exploded. The mutual fund industry exploded. Wall Street exploded when we transitioned from a manufacturing economy to a financial economy. And those 401ks, they kept sticking the mutual funds in them that made no sense, but they sold them to you. And know how they sold them to you? They couldn't sell one of those damn things. You know how they did it? The guy who put these together, John Brenner, he came up with a genius idea. We'll call it a match. We'll match. Give them a match. For every buck they put, we'll match it. They really don't, but it sounds good. It was that match, that greed that was able to sell a product that was so bad, so terrible. Once a person here, they're going to match my salary or my contribution, that did it. You see all those buildings on Wall Street? That's why they're there, those big buildings. Mutual funds.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. You know, I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Good investing means understanding how the stock market works.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, if you really want to make sense of this market, you can't be listening to the fake Business News Network. They will not tell you the truth. They're to get you excited, to make sure you go out and you're happy so you'll buy something. That's not what we do here at Phil's Gang. We give you the truth, the direction, and that's what you need. Listen to me on my radio show each day and also on my Rumble and YouTube channel podcast. philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hey, good afternoon, gang. It's Steve Celeste here with philsgang.com. Just wanted to tell you how to get engaged with Phil's Gang and how to become part of the Phil's Gang membership or how to try us for 10 days free. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's www.philsgang.com and click on Get Started at the top of the website. Click on the big red banner that says Working Investor 10-day free trial, and that's all you got to do. And hey, while you're at the website, why not stop by our gift shop, see if there's something in there for you or for somebody you know. All right, thanks, and back to you, Phil.
Okay, thank you. You know, people don't realize that these deficits are a killer. And they mean a great deal. And again, all this free money that we got since 2008 caused massive inflation in assets, especially our stocks. I mean, stock valuations went insane. House price, look what happened in 2020 to 2022. Houses went 40, 60, in my hometown, 80% over 24 months. It's insane. Payrolls didn't go up. Houses went up. It was insane. You think that makes sense? You think that it's going to stick? Because houses now are above affordability. So we're headed, for a real bad time. And I'm sorry that you're in a 401k, because that's all people have ever learned. Go to a 401k. They're going to give you something free. They're going to match you. What a stroke of genius that was. Can you imagine someone saying, I'm going to match you dollar for dollar, which they don't, by the way, because they take it away from your salary. I ran a public company. I know. When you set up your slots, your jobs in each slot, you discount. First of all, you try to put it out far enough so you figure out what's the average person how long the average person works at your company. and you just put it out of reach, okay, that they have to be here just a little more than they normally are to get it, right? And then, I mean, it's unbelievable. But people fell for it with that match. It's the worst thing in the world. They're the only product, think about it, that no one knows the value. You couldn't tell me the cost of your 401k or the value of your 401k. You wouldn't know what it is. No one knows. It's a terrible product. And here's the real thing about the 401k. It's so bad. There's no guarantee. And when they start going down, when this next crash comes, which is going to be right around the corner, unless they go back to QE, I'll talk about that in a moment. So when 401ks get hit hard, you can't turn and short them and protect yourself and make money on the way down. You can do that with the spiders. You can't do it with... Who the hell would buy a 401k when it goes down, you can't do anything? That's where they come up with buy and hold, which is that's a freak show. Buy and hold? Are you kidding me? You talk about a freak show. That's the worst advice you ever could get. Buy and hold. My God. And the 401k, there's not going to be enough money to go around to get your retirement. And I never understood this. 401ks are 7 times the cost of the SPDR ETF. But people will go to that damn 401k because of a match that they don't get. Because most people end up pulling money out of their 401k. They need the money out of their 401k, or they don't stay long enough with the company to get the 401k. But they get caught with it. I'm going to give you money. I'm going to match my butt. Inflation Reduction Act. Wasn't that a beautiful lie? Wasn't that a gorgeous lie? Inflation Reduction. Oh, I'm going to vote for that. It's reduce inflation. My God, when they put that one, remember, houses were going up 20, 30%, food, gasoline was up 75%, food up 45%, meat up 62%, whatever the hell it was. And they said, why don't we name it? They won't know the difference. AOC comes out and says, look, I need that money for my green energy. Let's mask it, and we'll call it the Inflation Reduction Act, and they'll fall for it. $2 million for a ski area in Iowa, $2 million for a golf course, $50 million for, and this is Buttigieg's private project. He loves doing this. This is his baby right here, because he's in the transportation department. We're paying $50 million for electric ferry boats. $50 million for an electric ferry boat. A piece. This is all green. Green, see? They call it inflation reduction. Where's the inflation reduction? $50 million on a bird sanctuary. I go on and on. Take a look at Q's. I got it up on my chart. Go to philsgang.com. And if you can see it, if you're following me online, look at this. Look at the Q's. They came down about 390 days, then they stopped, and only going up 125 days. Look at the XLF banks, came down about 390 days, only went up again. Same thing, about 125 days. Spiders, same thing. Shot down 390 days, only could crawl back. They only could claw back 125 days. Do you understand what I'm saying? The Qs, the XLF, the spiders, all dropped about 390 days. They only could claw back over it. I mean, do you know how long this has been? They've only been able to claw back 125 of that 390. There's only one product, gold, that's ready to break out. The Qs, see how it's only going up halfway? You know why it only could go up halfway and couldn't go the rest of the way? You notice how XLF, the banks, went up halfway, can't go the rest of the way? You see why the spiders went up halfway, can't go the rest of the way? That's all overhang. Those are all sellers. There's more sellers than there are buyers. And you really think this is the week. They're telling you this is the week we're going to have the biggest short covering rally in history. They're going to all break through. The only way they're going to do that if they turn around and do a stealth a stealth QE, and they'll destroy this country. And I wouldn't put it past Biden. He's already destroyed the country. I wouldn't put it past him. QE. Watch these numbers. Watch these numbers. On the S&P, if it breaks above 430, you got to have better than average volume. If the Qs break above the 332, okay? So remember, S&P breaks above 430, the Qs above 332. They got to break above those. You got a big volume to scare everybody into getting out of their short positions and then try to bring new money in. But it's not going to happen. Even if they break it out, they still, on short covering, they got to have new money. And there's the problem. So even if they break out of the 430, break out of the 332, the game's still over with, because the institutions are going to come in and start putting new money in the Qs or XLF or the spiders, or the only place it's going to go, gold. But here's what they're going to try to do. They want to break gold. They want to push gold down. They're going to do whatever they can to artificially push. Listen to what I'm telling you. They're going to artificially push the S&P above that 430, the Qs above the 332, because they got to bust gold. Gold is the best performer. They got to bust. You know why? Because gold tells our bankers in China that there's a lot of inflation. And when they see gold going up, they tie it to inflation, and now they want more interest on the debt that we have. So that's why they're going to do anything they can to try to break out of those numbers I just gave you, to try to get the shorts to panic and cover. And even if they do, it won't last long. It won't last long. It'll come right back down. They're trying to kill gold here, is what they're trying to do, because our interest payments are so high right now on our debt, $500 billion. Can you imagine? Go to my site, philsgang.com. Join my gang. We'll help you through this, okay? We'll give you good stocks, and you'll have fun doing it. And you'll make money when the market goes down as well as when it goes up. Check it out for 10 days free.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.